Hi friends, welcome back. Let's get let's continue our discussion on the third unit after looking at feature extraction and feature generation. Now let's look in what would happen if our data set does have unnecessary features. Then we need to choose a subset of relevant features from the original set of features. It's a major problem is the curse of dimensionality. The more the features, the more will be the dimension of the problem, and the higher dimension the problem is, the larger time and larger space is needed to complete any task. So, the curse of dimensionality is that when we have higher dimension data, and some of them are dummy, some of them are not useful for our current situation, then if we continue using them, we are overloading our machine, and hence during training it takes a large step, it takes a long time, it needs more efforts to get trained and all that. So to the avoid the curse of dimensionality, we can select only those features which are useful for our current problem. So this feature selection, once done properly, can definitely improve the model performance, and it will reduce the overfitting. That means when the features are selected appropriately, then the model performance during training as well as during testing will be almost same. So that means it will be a better fit. Otherwise, earlier with all features used, usually it will be overfit, and hence the overall model performance will be less when we try to predict the output for any new data. So it may not be able to generalize properly because of overfitting. And through feature selections, we can definitely reduce the overfitting, and many such problems can be avoided. And these features, when selected appropriately, it will be easier for us to interpret the results, because fewer the number of features, the better insight we can have over the overall situation. So it becomes a better interpretable compared to the original situation where unnecessary redundant features were there with the data. It is not that we added unnecessary data, unnecessary features into the data set, but usually what happens is the one who is collecting the data will be collecting for solving his or her own problem, but we may be reusing that collected data for our purpose. Therefore, they may not properly match. So, what would happen is we try to search for a data set which involves all the features we wanted. So, in that case, there definitely will be additional features which they wanted also will be there, and it becomes our duty before continuing to select only those features which are needed for solving our problem instead of using the whole data set they wanted. So some agencies usually involved in collecting the data, they don't have any problem in mind, but in general they try to help everyone solving these types of problems. So they collect whatever data is available without knowing exactly what features are really needed for solving any particular problem, because they don't have any problem in their mind. They just will be collecting the data. So while collecting data, they don't want to miss anything. Whatever is available, every feature is included in the data set. So it's the duty of the user who is using this data set to properly select the features for their own need. So tailor make the features and continue using them. And through this, definitely, as we discussed, the size of the data set reduces because unnecessary features are removed. Only those features which are required for solving our problem are retained, and therefore the overall size of the data set will reduce, and hence the training becomes simpler, model becomes simpler. So overall the computational efficiency will improve. And the types of data selection, basically there are three types of data selections. One is called the filter method, other is called a wrapper method, and the third set of methods is embedded methods. So feature selection usually is a domain specific considerations are needed. So while doing this feature selection, we need to have a proper domain knowledge, otherwise it won't be possible to select the proper features. So that's it about the feature selection. More details about the various types of methods will follow in the coming sessions, so keep watching. Thank you.